want to tell you just a few things about my experiences with Benson. Well, he was very, very, very powerful. So when I was with him, I was there for 2 weeks in the 80s, mid-80s. We were in Lagos, Ibadan, Kaduna, and it was powerful what God did. But that man of God, very anointed, like beyond what I've seen in my lifetime. Truly. Oral told me this now. I didn't see this part. But the president of Nigeria at the time had said to Benson, he said, "We need rain. We have not had rain." Now, Oral Roberts was with him that day in Nigeria. And he said to the president, you will have rain in two hours. It had not rained for months. He said, "You will have rain in 2 hours." And Oral said it poured in 2 hours. You know, you just don't see that. But that man, I will never forget. He prayed for a young man with asthma. We were sitting at what is called you were with me, a phone center. A phone center is the old things where you put all the plugs in the old-fashioned stuff, you know. So you had to wait a little while before you got a call. So this young man comes in, gets on his knees and says, "Papa, I have asthma." And Benson said, "Open your mouth," and he did. And I never seen this in my life. He slapped that man. He says, "You're healed," and he just slapped him like hard. Wham! And guess what? The asthma was gone. That was the first time I ever saw a man slap anybody and they got healed. Wow. But anyways, he was bold in the Lord. But the most amazing thing we saw with him, Jim, come here a second. You were there. They probably won't even believe this one. Jim Sonero has been with me how many years now?
December will be 37 years.
He's a saint, this man. So we are flying to Kaduna. We get to the airport, and how many of us were together with him? 10 of us, or maybe more. He gets to the airport. Now, nobody has a ticket. Not one of us has a ticket. He gets to the airport. He stops the plane from flying out to Kaduna. A plane was ready to take off, full of passengers. He goes to the pilot. He says, "You're not going anywhere." And he kicks all the passengers off the plane. Huh?
He said, you, go.
And they went. And they all went. He kicked them all off the plane. He says to us, "Come on, take the first class cabin." So we filled the first class cabin. And then he goes down, and there's a line of people had been kicked off by him. And he says, "You go, you go, you go, you go, you go." And they filled